Hey guys, it's Chris here with Tiny House Building Company, and today we're talking toilets. I know we have lots of questions on different styles of toilets. What should I use for my tiny house? What do I do if I've got, connection to the septic and the water? What if I don't? What if I want to go off the grid? You get a lot of those questions if I'm going with a complete off the grid build. So today I'll just go over an explanation of a few of the different toilets. In general, we're just going to say you have three different types of choices. You have the standard toilet, which could be what you're used to in your house, which can be installed right on a toilet flange. It'll have the black and the gray water holding tank. That's great if you have a septic connection or a place to dump your tanks. The second choice is the traditional composting style toilet, which you do have to deal with your waste in some way, some fashion. So normally with composting toilets, people are using it either to compost with, like humanure, or they're having to get rid of that waste somehow. Well, what if you don't have a place to dump that waste? And it's really not proper to put that waste in the woods or, on your property. It needs to be disposed of correctly, especially with the black water side of it, the solids and the urine. Gray water, that's, up for discussion. You can use biodegradable soaps. You can let that run off, things like that. That's for hand washing and shower waters. But today we're going to discuss what the third alternative, which I think is probably one of the best choices now. It's called the dry flush toilet. And everybody wonders, what is a dry flush? So it is a bagging system, similar to some of the composting toilets, but this bagging system actually has a cartridge in it. So I'm going to show you the size of the cartridge. It's very small. It's easy to store. You can put quite a few of them in your cabinetry or your drawers to keep them stocked up. You're definitely going to want to have some on hand. You get about 19 flushes per cartridge, and they run about $19-20 depending on how many you're buying and where you're buying it from. So what I always tell people, you're looking at about $1 a flush. So yes, in a way you're thinking, wow, that could add up. That could be kind of expensive. Well, it can. You can always add that into the price if you're doing financing and figure out how many years of cartridges you may need and, expand it over the life of the loan. It's not very expensive, it'll cost you, a few bucks a month. But if you are in an off-the-grid type situation and you don't have any way of taking your black water waste or anything like that and disposing it correctly, your only two choices are going to be the composting toilet or the dry flush. So today, I'm going to show you how the dry flush works. You saw the cartridge, so now let's do a little demonstration and show you. Very cool system. It works, like I said, off the bagging system. It's electric. It blows up with air. There's no water involved. But the beauty of this is, as you'll see, it actually encapsulates the waste. It pushes it down and it squeezes it down with air. So if you think of it like a food type dry packing of food of like meat, that type of thing. You get them in the grocery store. They're really air sealed. That's the same kind of concept here. So it's sealing the waste in, so it blocks out the odor. You don't have to see the waste. So it is a great alternative to a composting toilet for you all that don't want to deal with your urines and solids. And a lot of people don't want to carry that back and forth through the house. Chance of spilling and things like that. So let's check out the dry flush toilet. Come on in. Okay, so this is your dry flush toilet here. It has a power cord that you can plug it in, but it does have its own battery system inside of it. So once it is at full charge, you don't have to keep it plugged in. So if you're in an off-the-grid situation and your AC plug would only work off a generator, you would have to plug that in just long enough to get the charge on. It takes about 2 hours for full charge. Then you can get quite a few flushes out of it. You can disconnect then the charging mechanism, put that in the drawer, and then it's self-contained 100%. You don't need anything. So right now we're not plugged up to anything, as you can see. All right. So here's your dry flush toilet. I'm going to go ahead and put some water in here. So you see me pouring water in there. And it's a really cool system. So it's got a couple different things here. So here is the cartridge in place. And then this just goes over it to hold the cartridge so it doesn't move. And then you have your traditional toilet seat, which is very comfortable. It's just a standard round toilet seat. Definitely a better alternative than, say, a uncomfortable RV style toilet. The smaller bowl and things like that. So this just gives you definitely a little more comfort. All right, so here's the button back here, black button, and I'm going to go ahead and fire that up. So as you can see right now, it's blowing up with air. It's taking all that waste. It's sealing it up. It just pushed that waste out to the side and dried the bag out. Now it's ready for the next use. So very cool product. You guys, give us a call if you want to talk about different styles of toilets. Again, you've got 3 different styles, but we can help you make that decision. Give our office a call, 540-322-0355. We can talk about the uses of the different toilets, what we would recommend you use, and we look forward to talking to you soon. I appreciate you guys tuning in today. Keep checking back. I'm going to have a lot of more informed videos coming out. We're actually going to be doing an updated video soon on our spray-in foam insulation. So stay tuned, guys.